So just taking a few minutes here to arrive on your mat. So really land inside your body. And when I say that, sometimes I literally picture a virtual version of myself spiraling down and landing into my physical body. And so whatever way you envision it, how are you going to land in your body this morning? So I was revisiting some of Ram Dass's talks, and one of my favorites actually is his idea of the spacesuit. So I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but so he says when he was born, he donned his spacesuit. His body, that was his spacesuit. And so from that point, once he realized that, he realized we're all just walking around in these spacesuits. He says, it was my body, my spacesuit. And it had a steering mechanism, which is my prefrontal lobe, and all the brain that helps with coordinating and stuff. You get so good that you can't differentiate yourself from your spacesuit. So today, we're going to endeavor to differentiate ourselves from our spacesuits while simultaneously getting really friendly with our spacesuits. So he also talks about kind of how when we're born, and from that point on, our parents are encouraging us to learn how to work our spacesuits. We learn how to eat. We learn how to walk. We learn how to go to the bathroom in the right place. And we get rewards along the way. So we get kisses and stars and hugs and all these wonderful things up until a certain point. And then many of us stop learning about our spacesuits. We stop being curious about our bodies and challenging their capabilities. So today, I've got a pretty tough class in store, and you're more than welcome to join along with me for all of it. You're also more than welcome to say no. So just like a toddler learning to walk, sometimes it doesn't want to stand up. Sometimes it wants to crawl and roll around on its belly, and I more than welcome you to do the exact same. So we're going to be getting into some things, and I'll offer some kind of modifications and other options. I want you to take full liberty to do what feels right for you in your spacesuit today. And with that, take a really big breath in. Exhale it out. So this inquisition into our spacesuits and how they work starts with knowledge. So when we breathe, we have this diaphragm. It's shaped like a dome when it's resting, and it domes up towards our lungs. And when we inhale, that muscle, the diaphragm, contracts and flattens down. And so thus creating this negative space that draws the air into our lungs. And then on the exhale, we release, and it returns back to that dome shape, pressing the air back out of our lungs. So think about that as you're breathing here. Tune into that part of your body, the diaphragm and lungs. How can you find a really full breath right here, right now? So it's going to be a lot of challenging things today. So starting with the breath, challenge yourself to find the fullest breath in this next few minutes right here. And on your next exhale, slowly draw your knees in towards your chest. And then kick your heels right up towards the ceiling. So 2 straight legs. You can rest your palms down on either side of your body. So pressing the palms into the earth as you wrap the shoulders back and into the ground. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Now as you do that, notice if the back ribs lift up. Press them down. Okay. So at any point during this first exercise, you are more than welcome to drop out and just take a hamstring stretch. Otherwise, you're following along with me. So it's going to require a lot of attention, a lot of connecting your being, yourself, with your spacesuit, with your body. So take a big breath in here. And on the exhale, flex your toes back towards your shins like crazy. Keep that. Okay, keep the left leg really nice and still and start to make tiny little circles with your right heel. So the circles are originating from the hip. You can feel that engagement all the way at the top of the right thigh and the low core. Breathing here as if you're tracing a little dime or quarter with your right heel. So tiny, tiny, tiny little circles, hugging the belly towards the back, shortening the space from low ribs and hip points. Okay, now go counterclockwise or whatever way is opposite from the way you just went. And as you do that, start to lower the left leg down. So a lot of coordination here, nice and slow, lowering that left leg as you circle the right heel. Rest the left heel down on the ground, keep circling. And then point the right toes, point the left toes, and start circling clockwise with the right big toe. Stay here, breathing, hugging the belly in towards the back. And then switch the direction of the circle and start to lift the left leg right back up. Nice and slow. Once you're back at the top, pause and flex both feet back towards your shins. Big breath in. And then on the exhale, start to circle the left heel counterclockwise. Tiny little circles like you're tracing a quarter with your left heel. Hugging the belly towards the back, shortening the space from hip points to low ribs. And then go clockwise and start to lower the right leg down, nice and slow. As soon as the right heel taps down, point both toes and start to make counterclockwise circles with the left big toe. And then switch the direction of the circles and start to lift the right leg right back up. And pause at the top, finding stillness, pulling your toes back towards your shins. Big breath in. And then on the exhale, just bend the knees, bringing the shins parallel to the ground. Drop both knees over towards the left, keeping that right knee directly over the left. So you can take your left hand over top your right thigh and just guide that right knee over top the left. And then extend the right arm out towards the right, gaze follows. So we're in our supine spinal twist here, taking a full breath. So a lot of times in these twisted poses, we feel really congested, and our natural tendency is to kind of restrain the breath. Challenge yourself here. Explore your spacesuit. How can you find a full breath? And then bring your right arm all the way over towards the left side. We're going to bring our left bicep underneath our left ear. And just using it as a pillow, resting on our left side body. You can tent your right fingertips on the ground just in front of your heart. So keep that nice and active. That's going to help you balance here as you lift your right leg up and kick it right in front of you. Yeah, exactly. Beautiful. So big breath in here. And then on the exhale, point the right toes and start to make little circles one direction, like you're outlining a quarter. Tiny little circles. And then go the opposite direction. And then flex the toes and kick the right heel all the way towards the top of the mat. So you're stacking your right hip over your left. So all the way towards the top of the mat, front of the mat. Yep. And then lifting that right leg all the way up as much as it can go, exploring full range of motion here, and then just pulsing at the top. So keeping that right leg nice and straight as you flex your toes towards your shin, feeling the outer right hip, right glute engaged. Big breath in. And on the exhale, step the right foot in front of your left knee. Straighten the left leg underneath your body and just start to pulse that left leg up. So engaging the inner left thigh now, flexing your left toes towards your shin. Just 2 more breaths here. And then we're going to make our way into a figure 4. So rolling onto our back, right ankle over top your left knee, interlace fingers behind the belly of your left thigh. So you're nudging that right knee towards the top of the mat, flexing all 10 toes back towards your shins. Just this right here. And then uncross the legs, take your shins parallel to the ground again, and then drop both knees over towards the right this time. So taking your right palm to rest over top your left thigh, you can kind of just guide that left knee over top the right, and then extend the left arm out towards the left, gaze follows. So finding that full breath here, challenging yourself. And then your left arm is going to reach all the way towards the right side. You can take your right bicep underneath your right ear as a pillow. And then just kick that left leg right out in front of you. Pointing your toes. You're tenting your left fingertips right in front of your heart on the ground. And just start to make circles with that left big toe. One direction. And then change the direction, circling the other way. And then flex your left toes and reach the left heel all the way towards the top of the mat. Big breath in, lift that left leg as high as it can go, and then just pulse right there at the top. Engaging the outer left hip, hugging the belly towards the back. And then just step that left foot right in front of your right knee. You can straighten the right leg towards the top of the mat. And then you're just pulsing up, engaging the inner right thigh really strong here, hugging the belly towards the back. So making our way to figure 4, you can take the transition of just bending that right knee underneath the left ankle and rolling onto your back. So finding that left ankle over top your right thigh, interlace fingers behind the belly of the right thigh and just nudge that left thigh away. Flexing all 10 toes towards your shins. Really reveling in this outer hip stretch. We're going to be doing a lot of work with the outer hips. And then just uncross the legs, hug both knees in towards your chest, a little rock from side to side, releasing the low back. And then you can rock back and forth, making your way up and through to tabletop. So grab a block, place it nearby. We'll be using it in a moment. Finding your wrist creases directly under your shoulders, knees under hip points. So you're just wrapping the triceps back, pale sides of the arms reaching forward. You can tuck toes. Inhale, melt your chest through your shoulders, tilt the sits bones up towards the sky. Exhale, untuck the toes, round the spine, hugging the belly up towards the back. Inhaling, find your cow pose, arching the spine. Exhale, untuck and round. So taking 2 more on your breath. And then finding a neutral tabletop, so somewhere in between that extension and flexion, we'll grab a block and we're just going to place it right on our sacrum. So the idea here is to balance this block on your sacrum because we want to have the hips to remaining squared off towards the top of the mat. So big breath in to reach the right arm forward, left heel back. Pausing here, finding your stability. You're pressing the left heel of the hand into the ground and pulling it back towards your right knee. Big breath in, reach long through the right fingertips. And on the exhale, just hug your left knee towards your right elbow. Big breath in, reach long. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, curl. Release all the way down, tabletop, switching sides. Inhale the left arm forward, right heel back. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. And release down. This time we're going to take our left knee out towards the side, coming into a fire hydrant, and right arm to a cactus. Big breath in here. Exhale, curl. Inhale, back to that. Exhale, curl. One more time, inhale. Exhale, curl, and release down. Big breath in, taking the left side, right leg out towards the side, left arm to cactus. Inhaling here. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Release down. Okay, last one. Inhale the right arm forward, left heel back, and then extend it out towards the side, so kind of perpendicular with your body. Okay, big breath in. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach it out and hold. So remember this leg. We're going to be coming back to this exact leg, intersecting the body. Big breath in. Exhale, release down. So taking the other side, left arm forward, right heel back, and then reach them out towards the sides. Inhale. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach, and hold. Remember this leg. Big breath in. Exhale, release down. Tuck toes, press back, down dog. Pedaling out the heels, fully landing in your down dog. Finding some refreshing breaths. Inhaling new. Exhaling for the release. And bottom of your next exhale, walk towards the top of your mat, nice and slow, feeling the hamstrings. Big breath in, top of your mat, lift the low belly, upper back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms reach. Exhale, hands by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold, hands down to ground or blocks. Inhale, lifting the low belly, upper back. Exhale, plant palms, step back, shoot back, lower down through your chaturanga. Inhaling to your up dog cobra. Exhale back, down dog. Taking 3 breaths in your down dog today. And bottom of your third exhale, make your way towards the top of your mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms reach. Exhale, hands by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant palms, step back, shoot back, lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog cobra. And exhale back, down dog, 3 breaths. And bottom of your third exhale, make your way towards the top of your mat. Inhaling, Ardha Uttanasana, lifting the low belly, upper back. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands by your side, Tadasana. One more time, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant palms, step back, shoot back, lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog cobra. Exhale back, down dog. Pausing here, 3 breaths. And third breath, lower your knees. So find a tabletop, shifting your hands back. We'll pivot this right shin 90, step the left foot towards the back of the mat. Gate pose, left arm rises. Big breath in. And on the exhale, bring that left palm parallel to the ground in front of you. Plug the left shoulder back and sweep the left arm up and over your left ear. So really tuning into the shoulders here. Squeezing the upper back. Breathing into the left side body. And next exhale, send your left fingertips towards the back of the mat as you engage the core. Lift your arms to a T. Big breath in. And then exhale for your reverse gate. Reaching the left arm down the left leg, right arm reaches back. 3 breaths into the right side body, nice and full. And then right hand, left hand, make your way back to tabletop. Big breath in between sides. And exhale, pivot the left shin around, step the right foot back, right arm rises right above the left. Big breath in. And on the exhale, bring your right palm parallel to the ground in front of you. Plug that right shoulder back and sweep the right arm up and over your right ear, tuning into the tips of the shoulder blades, squeezing them towards one another, breathing full into the right side body. And then send the right fingertips towards the back of the mat as you engage the core. Lift your arms to a T. Reverse gate, sending the right hand down the right leg. Left arm flips and reaches back. Taking 3 breaths into the left side body. And then left hand, right hand, pivot back around, tabletop, tuck toes, press back, down dog. Just one breath in here. And on the exhale, make your way towards the top of your mat. Inhaling for the lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms reach. Exhale, hands by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen, heart reaches forward. Exhale and fold, step your left foot back, low lunge. Big breath in to pull the heads of the shoulders away from the ground, spine is long. And then exhale, drop the back knee. You can grab a blanket and take it underneath that left knee. We're going to be on the knee a little bit, so it might benefit you to do so. So straightening the front leg, runner stretch. Flexing the right toes back towards the shin. It's an inhale to lift the heart forward. And exhale, we'll wrap this right hip back and fold down. Crown of the head reaching for the right toes. Breathing here. So really tuning in to this part of your spaceship, your right leg, the hamstring, the calf. How can you send the breath to that part of your body? Letting it know it is safe, protected, can release, relax. So as we move through this next part of the sequence, you are more than welcome to use blocks. So if you have tighter hamstrings or are not as strong in the top of your right thigh, you are more than welcome to grab a block or two. So planting your left fingertips down, keep the right hip wrapping back as you reach the right arm up towards the sky. Breathing here in this lunge, runner's lunge twist. Big breath in. And then on the exhale, bring the right hand down on the inside of your right leg. So pressing all 10 fingertips into the ground, start to pluck that right heel away from the ground and pause. Hugging the belly towards the back, big breath in. And on the exhale, circle the right leg all the way back around. We're going to pivot this left shin 90 and step the right foot towards the back of the mat, gate pose, just like before. Big breath in, right arm rising. On the exhale, right palm parallel to the ground in front of you. Plug it back and sweep it over your right ear. Beautiful. 2 big breaths here. Second exhale, right hand plants right back down where it was. Pivot the left shin around and bring that right leg all the way back to your runner stretch, really nice and slow. Engaging the outer right hip, the top of the right thigh, the low core. Beautiful job. Big breath in, reach the heart forward. And on the exhale, fold. So hands can frame your right foot or they can stay on the inside of your right foot for now. Breathing into the back of the right leg. And then if you have 2 hands down on the inside, just bring your hands to frame your right foot. Tucking the back toes, starting to bend into your right knee, find Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. So plucking that back knee up and just stepping it in a touch. Big breath in to reach the heart forward. And on the exhale, wrap your right hip back and fold down. Crown of the head reaching for your right toes. Taking 5 breaths in this pyramid pose. The work here is hugging the belly up towards the back. So closing those hip points to do so. Wrapping the right hip back, left hip forward. And you're sealing down the big toe side of your front foot like crazy. Bottom of your 5th exhale, bend into your right knee, step into your warrior 3, hands down on the ground. So wrapping that left hip down in line with your right, big breath in to reach the heart forward, squeezing the upper back. Big breath in. And then on the exhale, hug the left knee in towards the chest and rise all the way up to standing. Cross the left leg over the right, finding your eagle wrap of the legs. You can take your hands at heart center or take eagle arms. So we've got left leg on top. We're going to take right arm on top. Squeezing the legs together like crazy, outer hips compacting in towards the midline. 2 more breaths here, sit a little lower. Second exhale, unravel, stand tall, Tadasana. Beautiful job. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the low belly, upper back. And then on the exhale, step your right foot back, low lunge. Inhale to pull the heads of the shoulders away from the ground. Exhale to wrap the left hip back, right hip forward. Lower that right knee down and straighten the front leg for runner's stretch. So taking a good number of breaths here, easing into this part of your body. Feeling the hamstring, the calf. Inhaling the heart forward. Exhale, folding, reaching the crown of the head for the toes. And it's just this right here, breathing. And keeping that left hip wrapping back, you're going to plant your right fingertips down, reach the left arm up for a twist. Big breath into this twist, reaching long in the spine. And then on the exhale, bring that left hand down on the inside of your left leg. So all 10 fingertips planted into the ground, or you're high up on blocks. Big breath in here. On the exhale, pluck that left heel off the ground and sweep it all the way out and around, exploring full range of motion towards the back of the mat. And then you're going to pivot this right shin 90, step the left foot all the way down, left arm rises, gate pose. Big breath in. Exhale, left palm parallel to the ground in front of you, plug that left shoulder back, sweep the left arm up and over your left ear. Beautiful. 3 breaths into the left side body. And bottom of your third exhale, bring that left hand down right where it was. Pluck the left foot up and bring it, or first spin the right foot all the way back around and bring that left heel back towards your runner's stretch. So either 2 hands down inside of your left leg or framing that left leg. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, fold. Final breath in. And then on your exhale, start to bend into that left knee. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Hop that back foot in for your Parsvottanasana pyramid pose. Hands framing your left foot. Inhale, the heart reaches forward. Exhale, wrap the left hip back and fold. Crown of the head reaching for the toes. Taking 5 breaths in your Parsvottanasana. The work here again, closing hip points. So finding tension between those 2 bony landmarks, hugging that musculature in towards the spine. And then you're rooting down through the big toe ball mound side of your left foot. And then bottom of your 5th exhale, start to bend into your left knee. Hop that back foot into your warrior 3, hands down on the ground. Little kick in that standing leg as you inhale, the heart reaches up and forward. Squeeze the upper back. Wrapping that right hip down in line with the left. 1 more big breath in. And then on the exhale, hug your right knee in towards your chest and rise all the way up to standing. Crossing that right leg over top your left. You can take hands to heart center or take the eagle wrap. So this time, left arm is going to be over top your right. And taking a few breaths here, sitting nice and low, squeezing your thighs together. And one more big breath in. Exhale, unravel, stand tall, Tadasana. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the low belly, upper back. Exhale, plant palm, step back, shoot back, lower down through your chaturanga. Inhaling to your up dog, cobra. Exhale, back, down dog. You can remove your blanket out of the way if you're done using it. Finding your down dog, 2 breaths here. So remembering that tabletop, really awful leg out to the side thing, we're going to do that right now. So first lifting it directly, the left leg directly back behind you. You're flexing your left toes towards your shin. And then we're going to wrap it all the way out towards the left. So exploring your full range of motion as you bring that left leg, keeping it straight all the way towards the outside of your left hand. So 2 hands down on the inside of your left foot. We're in this kind of Parsvottanasana, inhaling the heart forward. Exhale, fold down. Just this right here, option for blocks under hands. Rooting down through the big toe ball mound side of your left foot. And then bending into your left knee. Find lizard lunge. Many options here. You can drop this back knee, untuck the back toes, lower down to forearms. You can take Ekapada Kundanyasana. So you can thread this this left shoulder underneath your left leg. Find Chaturanga arms. And then just heel toe this left foot towards the top left corner of your mat. As you lift the back leg, lift the front leg. We'll all meet back in lizard lunge. So taking a moment to play. Be where you are. And then everyone back. Lizard lunge on palms. Lift the back knee. Big breath in. And then on the exhale, Skandasana towards the back of your mat. Option to keep hands down or lift them in towards your chest, heart center. Taking 3 breaths here, engaging the outer right hip. Right knee is directly over your second big toe. Heels pressing into the ground and squeezing towards one another. Final breath in. Exhale, straighten the right leg, wide-legged fold. All 10 toes reaching for the right long edge of your mat. Inhale, high up on fingertips, reach the heart forward. Pause here. See if you can get your hips in line with your ankles. So shifting your weight a little more so in the ball mounds of the feet. And then folding down. Little kick in the knees as you squeeze your feet towards one another. You can nod your head yes, shake your head no. And then next inhale, high up on fingertips, reach the heart forward. Exhale, take your hands to your hips and rise all the way up to standing. Inhale, arms rise and circle back behind you. Interlace fingers, notice which thumb is on top. Big breath in to wrap the heads of the shoulders back, heart forward, and fold down, little kick in the knees. So if you're a little tighter in the upper back, your work is just squeezing the shoulder blades towards one another, keeping the fists down towards the sacrum. If you're a little more flexy, you can reach the fists up towards the ceiling. Lengthening the shoulders away from the ears, so pressing through those fists. And it's just the shoulder stretch. 3 full rounds of breath here. Third exhale, rise back up to standing. Extend your arms to a T, turn the left toes towards the top of the mat. Send the right hip back, left fingertips forward, and then bring your left fingertips down to the ground or on top of a block outside your left shin. Right arm rising directly above. Trikonasana, triangle pose. So sealing down the big toe side of your left foot and hugging that left foot back towards the instep of your right. 3 full breaths here. Third exhale, slight kick in your left knee as you rise the arms to a T. Reach the right arm down your right leg and flip the left palm for a reverse triangle. Breathing into the left side body. And then find warrior 2, bending into your left knee. Big breath in here. Engage the outer left hip to widen the left knee. Sink the hips a little lower. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to hop forward, really find stability in that left leg, finding Ardha Chandrasana. So right hip stacking over top your left. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, turning your heart towards the right. Big breath in. And on the exhale, right fingertips down, wrap that right hip down in line with the left. Okay, that awful leg, we're reaching it out towards the side, kicking through that right heel, and then stepping the right foot down next to the left. Inhale, lift the heart forward. Exhale, fold, plant palms, step back, left foot, right foot, top of a push-up. Big breath in, shoulders forward of your wrists. Exhale, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, lift to your cobra or up dog. Exhale back, down dog. Take 2 breaths in your down dog here. And on your third inhale, lift the right leg up, right back behind you. Circle it out towards the right, finding your full range of motion here. And then reaching that right foot towards the top right corner of your mat, outside your right hand. 2 straight legs, 2 hands down on the inside of your right foot. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Just this right here. Always option for blocks underneath palms. Sealing down the big toe side of your right foot. And then bending into your right knee, find lizard lunge. Again, many options here, dropping the back knee, untucking the back toes, lowering down to forearms, or finding Ekapada Kundanyasana, so threading that right shoulder underneath your right knee, finding Chaturanga arms, heel toeing the right foot forward towards the right, and then kicking out, lifting the back leg up. And we'll all eventually meet back in our lizard lunge, but being where you are right now, breathing. Everyone make your way up to your palms, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, big breath in. And on the exhale, Skandasana towards the back of your mat, turning the left toes out 45, right toes turn up towards the ceiling. You can keep your hands down on the ground or lift them to heart center. Engaging the outer left hip like crazy to widen that left knee. Heels digging down into the ground and hugging towards one another. 2 more breaths. On the exhale, straighten your left leg, wide-legged fold. High up on fingertips to lift the heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Option for headstand here. Everyone else just finding the stretch in the backs of the legs, keeping the hips in line with the ankles.
And headstanders can make your way back down nice and slow. Everyone lift high up on fingertips, reach the heart forward. Take your hands to your hips and rise all the way to standing. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, circle them back behind you. Take the opposite thumb on top. Shrugging the heads of the shoulders up and back. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge forward, bending slightly at the knees, squeezing your feet towards one another, squeezing the upper back like crazy, punching your fists down away from your shoulders. And next, inhale, rise back up to standing. Release the interlace. Take your arms to a T. Turn the right toes towards the top of the mat. Send your left hip back, right fingertips forward, and then bring your right hand down to the ground or block outside your right shin. Left arm rising directly above. Turning your heart up towards the ceiling. Rooting down through the big toe ball mound of your right foot. Finding the full breath. And little kick in your right knee. Use your core to lift your arms back to a T. And then send the left hand down the left leg, flip the right palm and reach back. Breathing into the right side body nice and full. Palm facing down towards the ground. And then find your warrior two, bending into your right knee. Deep bend in that right knee as you engage the outer right hip to widen the right knee over your second big toe. Big breath in. Exhale, side out. Inhale, prepare for Ardha Chandrasana, hopping off that back foot, reaching forward in front of you for the ground, and opening your body towards the left long edge of your mat. And next to exhale, bring the left hand down to the ground. Turn your left hip down with it. Big breath in to kick the left heel up, and then circle that left leg out towards the left, just like our tabletop pose, and then bring that left leg down next to your right. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms reach. Exhale, hands by your side, Tadasana. Shifting your weight into your right foot, bring your left knee in towards your chest. Wrap your peacemaking fingers around your big left toe, and then kick the left heel towards the top of the mat. You can take your right hand to your right hip, plugging that left shoulder back. Big breath in. And on the exhale, opening up towards the left, finding those outer hips. Bring yourself back through center. Pause. Release the toes and hover. Big breath in. Exhale back to your warrior three, hands at heart center. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the ground. Pivot on to the pinky edge side of your left foot. Find Vashisthasana, right leg rises. Right arm rising directly above your left. You can take any leg variation that you like here. We're going to take 3 breaths. And bottom of your third exhale, right hand down, right foot down. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, lower through. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, press back. Big breath in. And on your exhale, walk your feet towards your hands nice and slow, feeling the backs of the legs. Once at the top of your mat, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms reach. Exhale, hands by your side. Shift your weight into your left foot. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Wrap your peacemaking fingers around your right big toe and kick your right heel towards the top of the mat. Finding your stability here, keeping that right hip wrapping down in line with the left. And then open out towards the right. You can extend the left arm out towards the left for a balance. And then bring that right leg back through center. Engage the core like crazy. Hover that right foot. Hands to heart center, warrior three. Inhale here. Exhale, low lunge. Find your Vashisthasana, right hand, right foot. Any leg variation you like. Nice core. Big breath in. Exhale, side out, and reach the left hand down, left foot down. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip. Pause here. So engaging the outer right hip to point the knee towards the ceiling. Keep the right shoulder down in line with the left. Big breath in. And on your exhale, find pigeon pose, right knee towards your right wrist. Shimmy that left leg back and lower down. Okay, we're winding down. How many people hate me today? That was a tough class. Winding it down though. I guess we have a couple more fun things, but being here in your pigeon pose. Being here in your pigeon pose in your spacesuit. What is that like? Next inhale, rise up to your palms, tuck your left toes, right leg up and back, down dog. Big breath in between sides, nice and full inhale. Exhale, side out. Inhale, left leg rises, bend the knee, open the hip. So being here in this hip opener right now, feeling the top of the left thigh, engaging the outer right left hip. And then finding your pigeon pose on this side, left knee towards your left wrist, shimmy that right leg back and lower down. Next inhale, rise up to your palms. Shift your weight into your left hip and wrap your right leg around. So we're going to take our right shin in towards our chest and just cradle that leg. So taking the sole of the right foot in towards the crook of your left elbow, right knee in towards the crook of your right elbow, and just rocking back and forth. Sitting up nice and tall. And then you can stay here. This is a beautiful pose. Or you can join me for compass, so just wrapping this right leg around the right shoulder, extending the right arm out towards the right, tenting your right fingertips, and then grabbing the outer right foot with your left hand, extending that heel up and out towards the right. Beautiful core. Nice, Cindy. Nice job, Emma. Cool. And then when you're ready, come back out and just cradle that leg. We'll take the right shin over top the left for Agni Stambhasana. Woo, my outer hips are going to love this right now. All right, so kicking through, I really like this cue. I heard this once. So imagining you're in a tiny little box that's just perfectly fit for you, and you're kicking your heels into the walls of that box. So that's engaging the outer hips as we stretch them, reaching the knees down towards the ground. If your right knee is super lifted, as we fold, just twist over the right leg and fold. Everybody else, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold right down. So keep those heels kicking out, toes flexing back towards your shins. Walk your hands back towards your shins, separate the shins, find the soles of the feet touching for Baddha Konasana. Wiggling around, finding sits bones evenly pressing into the earth, grab ankles to wrap the heads of the shoulders back, and then just hinge forward, bending at the elbows. Imagine you're stamping your heart in front of your feet, so keep that length in the spine. And then rise back up. Take the left shin in towards your chest and just cradle that left shin. Sitting up nice and tall. And then option to stay here or find compass, hooking the left knee around the left shoulder, reaching the left fingertips out towards the left, rooting them down, reaching for the outer left foot with your right hand and extending that left heel up towards the ceiling. And when you're ready, coming back out to cradle that left shin. And then we'll take that left shin over top the right, finding Agni Stambhasana, left ankle over top your right knee, left knee over top your right ankle. So inhaling, arms rise. Exhale, fold right down. Again, if that left knee is lifted, we're twisting towards the left knee to fold. Kicking through the heels into the walls of that box, and then pulling the toes towards the shins. And then walk your hands back towards your legs. Separate the shins, soles of the feet touching. Grabbing ankles, wrapping the heads of the shoulders back, spine is long. And then hinge at the elbows, bending forward as if you're trying to stamp your heart in front of your feet. Pressing the feet together, engaging the outer hips and reaching the knees towards the earth. And then lift yourself back up, close your knees, plant the soles of your feet, and make your way all the way down to your back. So if there's any final pose that's speaking to you today, a symmetrical pose, or you could do asymmetrical, just make sure you do both sides. And then just make your way into your Shavasana, final resting pose. So Ram Dass claims, when we were born, we donned these spacesuits. Our bodies, that's our spacesuit. We get to navigate Earth with these suits. And from a very young age, we're encouraged to learn how to use them. What an amazing thing to go from crawling on 4 limbs to walking on 2. And we get kisses and hugs when we're young. But at a certain point, we stop getting rewarded, and a lot of us stop searching for new challenges to find out what our spacesuits can do. And so, whatever kind of reward you have to give yourself today, maybe it's just Shavasana. Maybe it's a special treat after class, or just the good feeling of a really good sweat. Explore your spacesuit. Be curious about it. It's so amazing. Take a big breath in, contracting the diaphragm, pulling the air, oxygen into your lungs, and then exhale it all the way out. And again, inhaling, endeavoring to find a fuller breath with each round of breath you take from here on out. And then inviting some movement into your body, wiggling fingers and toes. And gently hugging your knees in towards your chest. And over the next 2 to 3 breaths, making your way into your favorite seated position. So we'll take palms to press at heart center in Anjali Mudra, taking 2 breaths together to close our practice. Inhaling nice and full. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale. Exhale. Bow your chin to your chest, thumbs to your third eye. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me on this spacesuit exploration. Very sweaty class. Everyone